This week we're upgrading Chelsea and Brandon's master bathroom to make it more of a retreat for a busy mom.
I have big plans for you in Wallpaper. It includes the walls and the ceiling.
I've been helping homeowners improve their home for a lot of years. They think it's intimidating, but it actually can be a lot of fun.
And we're here to help. Dad's the expert, but I've learned a few things along the way.
Practical, realistic home improvement information is what today's homeowner is all about. This mid-century house became home for Chelsea and her husband Brandon almost 2 years ago. We've done a lot of work on it so far. Now they're ready to update the master bathroom.
I'm glad we didn't jump into a whole house renovation all at once. I like doing it piece by piece so that you can see how each space evolves the way you use it. The kids' bathroom was a big functional improvement.
It's nice to have two sinks. We just have to get the kids to use them. They all fight over one sink, and we're like, we have a whole other sink now. Like, use that one.
Spending all of that time and energy on the kids' bathroom made me a little bit jealous for our bathroom. It's pretty small as far as master bathrooms go, and it's never going to be any bigger. So we're kind of updating this bathroom knowing that it will be a girls' bathroom in maybe 1, maybe 2 years after we do our master bathroom addition that we have planned on the other side of the house. So I want to make it the best version of itself while we're still using it. So Pop Daddy will be coming over a lot to help us in the bathroom. You think he'll be a silly goose while he's here?
Maybe.
Definitely. Hey, Dad, you probably haven't been in here in a while.
I haven't, and I'm anxious to hear what you have in mind on this, because you've been in here long enough, over a year, to
2 years,
come up with
yeah.
some pretty grand ideas.
Oh, you know me. I don't do anything small.
Okay. Usually in a bathroom remodel, the first thing that goes is the tub, especially if it's pink. I guess the tub's going.
No, actually, it's not. You have 3 girls, you can keep a pink tub. And what's more girly than a pink bathtub?
I guess so.
There's no sense in updating that.
True.
I mean, that's where a lot of the expense comes in.
What about the vanity there?
Well, you can see it's kind of short. The vanity had been replaced at some point, but it was still so short. So being able to install a new vanity that's taller, and while we're updating it, we might as well make it a little bit wider too. There's a few inches to spare. So I think 42-inch vanity will fit right in here.
And more drawers, you said.
Yeah, I do like more drawers.
Because right now I get a drawer, and Chelsea gets the rest of it. And so it'd be nice to have a little more
Do you
space.
need more than one, though?
Definitely want a vent fan, just because it gets so steamy in here when we're taking showers and
Yeah.
stuff. So we talked about it before, we just never got around to it.
When we first moved in, there was a window that could be opened, a functional window, and so we used that for ventilation. Well, when we got new windows, we opted to go with a fixed window. And then once we got the fixed window, then stuff started growing on the ceiling. I'm like, okay, fine, it's time for a vent fan.
I'm pro vent fan at all times.
What else? What about the walls? I mean, you were pretty content before when we took that ugly, ugly wallpaper down.
Yes.
And then painting, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna put more wallpaper back up.
More wallpaper.
A different wallpaper.
Oh,
That's my thing.
that's where you come in.
I'm going through a wallpaper
Right.
phase.
Yeah, I haven't done anything with wallpaper.
See, Brandon doesn't hate wallpaper because he's never had to remove it. I have big plans for you in Wallpaper.
How exciting.
It includes the walls and the ceiling.
Ceiling too?
Yeah, it's gonna look like a little jewelry box.
That sounds like your dream.
It's not yours? And then we love the toilet that the previous homeowners had installed. That was one of the nice things they upgraded in here. But I was thinking about getting one of those bidet seats that replaces the toilet seat. So I'll just need help adding an outlet somewhere on that wall.
Yeah, they'll fit just standard on there and tie into the water.
Yeah.
It's just okay.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. And then just a deep clean on the tiles and stuff. And speaking of the tiles, if it's possible to cleanly remove these and replace the tiles.
What do you think we're going to get these tiles?
Well, you can see underneath where the plumbing is that there's actually tile behind this vanity.
Oh, so
So when the vanity comes off, we'll just pick a few tiles
just
off.
pluck a few tiles.
That's how it works, right?
And, well, that'll be the first week we're here. You know, I really don't want to be negative about whether we can remove the tiles off the wall or not. Probably not going to happen. So we need to think about the sequence. Maybe we need to remove that vanity, give it a try before we start taking towel rods off the wall.
I'm excited just to spruce it up, before I have the baby. Do a little something for me before I'm
Makes
taking
sense.
care of the baby
Yeah.
full time.
Yeah.
My happy place in the bathroom.
So once Chelsea finishes clearing out the vanity, we can start the demo.
All right, take her out.
Boy, it's great working with your son-in-laws, because anything you don't want to do, like crawling underneath that vanity and disconnecting it, go, Brandon, go. Turn those valves off.
Yeah. That's the job of a son-in-law, right?
You know, Brandon is really eager to try anything. He's not that experienced, but it will be before long with this house.
I was surprised how easily the vanity came out.
There we go.
We just pulled it right out. The vanity wasn't connected to the wall or anything.
Well, that's pretty easy. Those are the tiles you're going to be chipping away at. She says all we need is 10.
Over the years, I've shared over 500 simple solutions, and many of them have to do with painting, specifically painting neatly. This tip came in from John from Clancy, Montana, and it's how to paint neatly from a can using a paintbrush. The challenge, of course, is if you dip your paintbrush in there, you tend to drip paint in the rim of the can and it runs down the side of the can. So John's idea was to take an extra lid of a paint can and with a pair of snips, cut it in half. And what you end up with is this, a half a lid. So you just take that and tap it onto the paint can. And now, when you dip your paintbrush in there, you can take that excess paint and just strike it off against the edge of the half lid, just like that. And now you can very neatly apply the paint without any drips, runs, or errors.
Simple Solutions is brought to you by Tight Bond, the pro's advantage.
After the break, can the tiles be saved? Ain't no way. We're updating Chelsea and Brandon's master bathroom. We've removed the vanity, some unnecessary molding, and patched all the holes in the walls. I guess it's time now for us to see how lucky we will be with removing the tiles out from behind the vanity. We're going to need probably 10 or 12 of these.
Okay.
And we're going to know real quick. Either it's going to pop right off of there, or most likely not pop off there. Then we'll have to go to plan B, whatever that is. So we might have to end up sacrificing one. That way we can get the blade in behind there to pop it loose. It's just solid concrete behind it and mesh. Ain't no way. Well, after working on the tile and trying to get a piece of it to come off, we realized without a doubt it's not happening. Have to come up with an alternative. We're gonna have to come up with another another idea, which means you're gonna have to talk to your wife.
Yeah, we had to figure out who was going to tell Chelsea that.
Ugh, there's a hole in the wall.
I mean, I cut around this one. It's on that full, like 1-inch bed of mortar.
Oh.
And
It wasn't coming out of there.
No.
Not in one piece.
Yeah, well, that would be the whole point.
we're gonna just knock these off flush so that your mirror can come down over this.
Okay. That'll be nice.
There.
I'm a little disappointed because I feel like the ceramic towel bars really give away the age of this bathroom, and I would love to upgrade to something a little more modern. But when it comes down to it, they're still functional, so that works for me.
Now I know Chelsea wanted everything off the ceramic walls, but at least getting those institutional looking grab bars off of there and filling those holes will be a big plus. There you go.
I happen to have some gray caulk on hand, which is a near perfect match for our wall tiles, so I'm using it to fill the holes left behind from the grab bars.
Next, I'm laying out the location for the vent fan and pushing a coat hanger into the attic so I can see where it lands in relation to the framing. Of course, it was directly beside a ceiling joist. That means either a new location or we've got a little carpentry work to do. There's a ceiling joist right here that runs all the way down.
Well, why'd you put that there?
Well, that's been there a long time. So, so you know this is the housing that we've got to get in
Right.
here for the exhaust fan and the light. So we could position it back this way to where it would be directly over this part of the tub, or we could bring it out here since it's serving purposes out here as well, and put it directly above.
So
the
you
toilet.
have a halo when you're sitting on the throne?
So that's two options, because I know you don't want to cut the joist or anything like that to center it up. So what's your thoughts on it?
I know it's more work, but let's face it, the only place for that vent fan is centered in the shower.
It's just a lot more work in a hot ending. Oh, come on now. Really?
Well, you put that option on the table?
You know, it's really not that hard in terms of carpentry to header off and create a space for an exhaust fan. But it being in the attic, it being hard to get to, and oh yeah, it's a little warm, makes it a little more of a challenge. This vent fan looks like a recessed light, but also functions like a fan.
Now that our vent fan is in place, Brandon is cleaning the mold off of the ceiling so we don't have to worry about it growing back, and we have a nice, clean, smooth surface for our wallpaper.
Touchless faucets are nothing new, and I'm sure you've seen them in the airports or in arenas, but now Kohler is actually taking that technology and bringing it to your bathroom. And I have it right here. Now this is the Kohler Willamette touchless faucet. It's very streamlined, it's perfect for your bathroom. The only thing that you do need to touch is the temperature regulator up here at the top. But once you get the temperature at your desired setting, you are good to go. So all you now have to do is wave your hand underneath and the water will come out. Now this is a very quick installation. As a matter of fact, it's operated with 6 AA batteries that you just put right here. And then of course this mounts underneath the sink inside your cabinet. Again, this was a great technology, so it eliminates the spread of germs in your house, but it also conserves water, and it's less maintenance because you don't have all those fingerprints all over your faucet.
This Best New Product segment is brought to you by the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
You're not helping a lot.
Coming up,
Close the gap. Close the gap.
is there trouble in paradise?
Don't touch my wallpaper.
We're renovating Chelsea's master bath, and we're finally ready for the wallpaper. Whew, look at there.
Look at it. You're gonna want this in your room, aren't you, Dad?
Grandma print is back.
Grandma. This isn't the first time Dad has called something I've picked out Grandma, so I'm not even offended anymore. And if this is Grandma wallpaper, then it's Grandmillenial decoration style. This is gonna make the tub look intentional though.
That was a big deal 60 years ago.
You would know.
Okay, go back in the bathroom. Leave me alone.
I'm going to start installing the wallpaper on the back wall of the shower, and the first step is to draw a plumb line to work off of so that my wallpaper doesn't end up crooked. I'm overlapping my wallpaper seams less than 1/8 of an inch because the wallpaper will shrink over time and we don't want gaps when it's all said and done. I've played out this scenario so many times in my head that we would start on one wall, continue the strip on the ceiling, and then go down the opposite wall. Oh, but then it'll be upside down on that side. But never once did I consider that it would be upside down when we got to the second wall. I didn't think this through. I'm aborting my original plan. So we're going to draw a new plumb line and go from there.
In most bathroom renovations, you're removing faucets, you're removing shower heads, so you have to be careful. Putting a little bit of painter's tape around it where you put your wrench will keep it from scarring so that you can use it or sell it, give it away, or donate it without scratches on it.
One of the tricks to make hanging wallpaper easier is to roll your cut pieces inside out so that it lays flatter when you're ready to put it on the wall.
Why'd I even roll that up?
It helps it lay flatter.
Chelsea's very particular about her wallpaper.
I guess I forgot to mention that to Brandon. What are you looking at?
There was a little gap, right? Like it was. So,
Don't touch my wallpaper.
Okay, you ready for this one, huh?
I'm ready for the lid.
Well, you know, a real test of a marriage is installing wallpaper on walls. But installing on the ceiling, that's a whole nother level right there. So no violence, just take it easy. Remember your marriage vows. So we're all right.
There's nothing about wallpaper in my marriage vows.
When it comes to home improvement, I ask Dad's advice a lot, but when it comes to marriage counseling, not so much. I never want to do it again. You're not helping.
It's usually how you're not giving me any directions.
Well,
I've never done
close the gap.
anything.
Close the gap.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You don't know how to read my mind yet? Come on. That's what it is that you just need to read my mind, and then we can wallpaper together again.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
Okay.
It's getting better, but there's still a lot of clutter I have to work through in that mind to figure out.
Got lots of tabs open, okay? Mr. One Tabber. We won't be able to make it across if we don't assume the best.
Okay. What a bonding experience it's been, putting the wallpaper up.
Bonding between the two of us or the wallpaper to the wall?
Take that into your mommy. Tell her, let's go.
Let's go.
You know, I really love it when the kids show up and help me with any project I might be working on. Hey, I can't cut with these. What happened? Now, these kids really know how to have fun. First of all, we got a whoopee cushion. That's always a winner. And then Gus taping my scissors shut. Hey, I like that one. I'll use that one again.
Now that the wallpaper and ceiling paper is done, I'm ready to clean these floors. I'm using Aqua Mix so that I can get the deep clean that this floor and grout really need.
I wasn't sure about the wallpaper on the ceiling, but
It's a little extra, I know.
yeah, what'd you call it? Jewelry
A
box?
jewelry box. Have you ever opened like a fancy jewelry box and it's got like the plush bottom and the plush on the lid?
Not very often.
And now we're finally ready to bring in the new vanity.
Oh, that's a lot bigger vanity. First, we apply some construction adhesive for extra security. Then we drill through the tile and drive screws into the studs. Next, we dry fit the vanity top before we secure it with more construction adhesive.
Now that all the major work is complete in this bathroom, we're ready to upgrade the toilet and make it feel like a spa with a bidet toilet seat.
All right. I've never installed one of these, so maybe I'll read the instructions.
Thank you. The spa seat requires a water line, so we're shutting off the water at the toilet so we can put in a T so that both the toilet and the seat can get water from the same source.
With the water and power connections complete, we can test the bidet to wrap up this project. You know, the Soft Spa bidet toilet seat's a great amenity, but when the kids take over in a few years, she may want to take that bidet toilet seat with her, or at least hide the remote. Chelsea and Brandon's bathroom is 65 years old. At that age, there's some baggage, like the pink tub and the lack of ventilation. The vanity was newer than that, but it really didn't fit the style of the room and it lacked character. But now, the room is overflowing with character. The wraparound wallpaper not only creates the jewelry box feel that Chelsea was after, it also makes the pink tub look intentional. The vent fan makes the space more functional, and the larger vanity makes it easier to use. Plus, its black finish complements the room style, and the new bidet toilet seat elevates the whole room to a spa-like experience.
I love that we were able to improve the aesthetics by like 1,000% with the wallpaper and keeping the pink tub. We didn't have to tear it down to the studs. We got to use a lot of what was already there.
Yeah.
But we also improved the functionality with the vanity.
And the vent fan.
Yeah. We'll be able to use the mirror right after the shower because it won't be fogged over.
I'll actually get 2 drawers now, so that's
You get
exciting
2
too.
drawers? Well, I'm still gonna put my toothbrush in your drawer though. I haven't told you that yet. I think our life's gonna be happier now. My life will be happier, so your life will be
So my life's definitely happier.
It'll be a happy place to get ready in the morning, and that's exciting.
You know, I'm really impressed with Chelsea and Brandon's focus on their family home here. You know, they bought this place about 1.5 years ago, had to do a few things in order to get the family in, and since then, of course, they've identified other things that they've wanted to do. They still have a long way to go, but isn't that pretty much the way it is with almost any house in making it perfect for your family. Hey, I hope we've been able to share some things that you can use at your house. And thanks so much for being with me and Chelsea here on today's Homeowner. Come see us next week.
Ow! Holy cow!
Watch out, the danger zone.
Oh, look, you bled me.
Oh, that's fake sympathy. Ooh.
Don't hurt my
Yeah.
wife.
What do you say?
He said don't hurt his wife.
Oh.
Oh.
Are we done?
Nope. You look outside there, you see that sun? When that sun goes down, that means we're done.